do is speak on my wife's behalf. I would never do that. I respect her privacy. That's why I don't talk as much. And I found it absolutely disgusting for the people that were in her life at the time when she didn't have a voice. They went and told her story like it was theirs. It was absolutely disgusting. And how are you going to take the most influential person of our generation, the princess of pop, America's sweetheart, and put her in prison where her father tells her what to do, what water to drink, who to see, and use her as a money-making machine? And then all of a sudden, after 15 years, when she's free after all those gaslighting and after all those things that went down, now you're going to put her under a microscope and tell her story? No. That's also disgusting. So don't do that. And don't believe what you read online. 99% of the time, those are all clickbaits for you to click and for them to make money. And that time is over. You know, not going to allow that. And that should stop. It should stop. Absolutely. The gaslighting and all that shit.
Interesting. I look like the white knight. I look like the knight in shining armor. She's going to be released at some kind of event. He's going to make it look like he's the savior. And then they're going to lock her up with us knowing about it instead of right now. She's locked up and we don't know about it. Then they're going to release her, let her ruin her credibility. And then he's going to save her by giving her this great treatment in this very expensive, nice resort place. That's a prison. But it's a prison that the public would agree to her going to because, well, she's a mess. She went out to this event for the first time in a really long time and she did X, Y, and Z. But in reality, she is actually coming out of like a prison hole type of thing, allegedly. He's gonna make, I bet you, he's gonna make himself look like the knight in shining armor. That's the plan. Because if he's the knight in shining armor, and he's the one who puts her in some kind of mental health facility at that point, so locked up, let you out, you go out to some event, you make a fool of yourself because your mental health is completely shot because you've been in this hole for months and months and months. He comes, rescues you, puts you in a mental health facility, but then later if you say anything bad about him, it's just because you're bitter that he did that to you, even though he saved your life, because look at how bad you were at that event. Oh, I can see it unfolding. They're trying to ruin her credibility. Because then even if 5 years down the road, it's really because they can't kill her off because it would be too suspicious. So it's almost like she has them in this trap because you can't just kill me. You got to figure out something else to do with me. And you have to have me around the public at some point because if not, they're just going to get increasingly suspicious, obviously. So you have to let me back out in public eventually. So you're making sure that you completely destroy my mental health so that when I go out, I further the reputation that you've been trying to ruin through having someone act like me on social media and do these weird dances that look like a call for help with all of these cryptic messages. Energy between them. King of Pentacles reverse. Interesting, because for the person that we were pretending to be Brittany is the Queen of Pentacles. Now the person pretending to be her husband is the King of Pentacles reversed. Not actually someone that you can rely on. Someone that's doing this for money. Someone that's exploiting the situation. Allegedly. To have her go and get just enough footage so that they have enough to push out to people that makes her look crazy. He's going to swoop in, be the knight in shining armor. He's going to come to where she is or be at where she is. He's going to swoop her away. Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Fool reversed. Not surprised. The Fool reverse came out underneath of the Page of Swords. So they need to have the real Brittney out at some kind of public event after her mental health has been deteriorated. She's going to be given something that's going to make her chatty. She's going to say a bunch of things that are off and weird. They're going to say, your mental health needs to be cared for in a more intense way. So the husband's going to swoop in, give her some 10-star mental health care in some fancy resort, but it's really going to be on the inside a prison. But it's going to be a prison that the outside is going to be like, okay, good, I'm glad we're doing this for her because she needs the help, because look at this video footage that we have of her at these events. It's obviously the real Brittney. So she must be the real Brittney, right? Because it's going to be her, but it's going to be her in a manipulated form because they're preparing for this to happen so that they can ruin her credibility. Allegedly, my opinion. But Page of Swords, they have to get her on camera saying some off-the-wall stuff so that they can show it to the public and say, look, we told you. Told you. But all it is one giant betrayal. Everybody that knows her is stabbing her in the back because they're getting something out of it. They're either getting not in trouble for whatever it is that she knows. They're getting connections not dropped from her saying things that she should be keeping to herself, money that's hers, or that they're getting from her, something, anything, but they're taking everything that they have from her. And they have her in a position where there's not really anything that she can do about it now or in the future, because her credibility will be ruined by the plan that's in motion. And that is the point of said plan. We can't kill you off. We have to ruin your credibility. And then we have to get the public to agree that you need to be under mental health professional care, because we ruined your mental health and then put you out to make it known that it's ruined so that we could then trap you. It's a plan, it's a setup, it's to ruin her credibility, and he plays a very big role.
I would never do that. I respect her privacy. That's why I don't talk as much.